Guys, welcome back to another episode of Randy's World. Today we're actually going to be making some chicken and sausage gumbo from scratch. There's a couple different ways that you can make your roux. A lot of people want to, put it in the pan, like I did last week with the coubillon. You put it with the oil and the flour and stir in your favorite pot. Today I'm actually going to bake the roux. Just basically for, difference of video. Okay, so like I said, there's a couple, different ways you can do that. But the basics are still the same as far as the measurements. Typically you always want to use 1 cup of flour to a cup of oil. I'm actually going to reduce that a little bit today. I'm going to try using 1 cup of flour and a 1/2 cup of oil. So let's see how that comes out, guys. All right, stay tuned. Like I was stating before, that here's your 1 cup of flour. Okay, so we're going to pour that in, and now we want to add, I'm going to do, like I said, I'm changing up a little bit today, just kind of for experiment purposes. I've seen a couple of different videos, and guys, the Cajun Ninja is one of them that actually reduces the amount of oil, so I'm going to try that as well and see how it comes out. Alright, now we are going to use our 1/2 cup of oil. Alright. And then let's stir this up really, really well, guys, before we actually throw it in the oven for baking. Okay? Stir it up real well. Alright, guys, now that we really have got this blended and mixed up pretty well, as you can tell, we want to go ahead. I'm going to throw it into a oven at 365. I'm actually going to go a little bit higher than I typically would at 350, but I will definitely keep a good eye on it and stir it quite frequently. I just want to try to speed up the process a little bit, but the one thing you definitely do not want to do is burn your roux, okay, guys? So we don't want to do that, but the oven's ready now, so I'm going to throw it in, like I said, at 365, and then keep an eye and stir quite frequently. All right, let's go. Now we want to go ahead and start pan frying our chicken. Because we're making chicken and sausage gumbo, so let's go ahead and get our chicken going here, guys. All right. Woo-wee! What I'm talking about. I'm using thigh meats. I'm actually going to mix a little bit of some breast, not much, but mostly I've got some thighs going on here. All right, let's go. Now let's go ahead and check our, now we got our chicken pan searing, so we're going to check on our roux here. Let's see. All right, make sure, like I said, guys, you got to check on it quite frequently, and let's stir it quite often, so you do not want to burn this roux. All right, guys, so keep an eye on it. All right, here we go. Now we got our chicken pan searing over here, and then we got our roux in the oven. We're actually gonna now go ahead and start chopping our onions. So I've got 1 large bell pepper here, 1 large onion, and I'm using 3 stalks of celery, and I've got 5 cloves of garlic. All right, let's get to chopping. Hi-yow! Well, that kind of sounded too much like the Cajun Ninja, and I definitely don't want to do that. That guy's awesome. So, how about bam or booyah? All right, let's go to chopping. Guys, I'm chopping the vegetables now. And we've got the garlic cloves, but I don't know if some of you know this little trick on how you can actually get the garlic. Here you go, use your favorite knife here, and then you get your garlic clove, and hi-yow! Look at there. Look at that. There you go. Pretty easy, right, guys? Little trick. Just wanted to show y'all. All right. Guys, I wanted to show y'all this. Just continuously, I'm baking the roux, like I said, and I used 1 cup of flour with a 1/2 cup of oil this time. I wanted to, Cajun Ninja and a couple other guys have been reducing the amount of oil in their gumbo, so I want to try it and see how it comes out. So far, it's looking really good. As you're going to tell, it's slightly starting to turn darker. Now, we want it to get to a dark chocolate, so we got a ways to go, but just keep an eye on it. Quite frequently, stir. All right, guys? All right, let's go. Guys, now that we're chopping the onions and the green pepper, Trinity. Now that we finished chopping our onion, guys, now that we finished chopping our Trinity and our vegetables, don't forget to keep an eye on our chicken that we pan searing up in here, okay? All right, guys, so make sure you keep an eye on that. And then don't forget about that roux. Keep an eye on it. Keep stirring it. Keep checking it. All right, let's go. All right, guys, let's check on that roux again. It's very important to keep an eye on it. Oh, yeah, look at there. It's starting to turn. You can start to see it turn to the right color, guys. We're still a little bit of ways away from the dark chocolate, but you can definitely see the color change. It's there. I'm happy with it so far. The progress, the time. So I'm going to turn down the heat to 350 now and just keep an eye on it and keep stirring it, all right? Like I was saying, this is going to be chicken and sausage gumbo today. So I'm actually using Beasley Smokehouse sausage simply for the fact, 2 reasons. Number 1, it was on sale at H-E-B. Number 2, well, actually 3 reasons. Number 2, it's pretty good sausage. Number 3, I typically would use some Market Basket Smokehouse, but I was in a hurry. H-E-B's right down the street, and I'm vehicleless. As you guys know, I lost my car in the storm, so I was driving Andy's car, and he had to get to football practice. So anyhow, I was in a hurry, so... but this is pretty good sausage to do the job. And again, just use your favorite smoked sausage. All right, guys? All right, now like I said, we got our all our vegetables chopped. We've got our... All right, so now we got our Trinity all chopped up. We got our smoked sausage chopped up. And so now we need to make sure that we're paying attention to our chicken. We're checking on our roux every couple of minutes, stirring it. We're baking that roux. But now it's getting to the point where chicken's starting to look done, so we definitely going to want to go ahead and take this off the heat, turn it off, and then so we can start the deboning, skinning it, and deboning it for our gumbo. All right, let's go. Let's go ahead and move the chicken thighs over. We're going to take those off the heat, let them cool down so we can deskin them and debone them, guys. All right, then, like I said, I had a little bit of chicken breast. Just had it left over, so I'm actually going to pan sear it up too, just a little bit. I prefer these thighs in my gumbo, but that's okay. I don't want that breast to go to waste. All right, guys, so let that chicken, cool down so we can, like I said, we're going to debone it. All right, guys? Woo-hee, let's go. Let's check on our roux. Like I said, we definitely don't want this to burn. Woo, look at that. It's starting to turn. It's just past that peanut butter caramel color. We almost there. Man, that's looking good, guys. Yes, perfect. We just want a little bit darker than that. Like I said, we're looking for that nice, beautiful chocolate brown roux. Alright, so we're going to let this continue to bake for a few more minutes, but we're almost there, guys. Alright, very good. Guys, now that we've finished our chicken, like I said, we're going to put it to the side and let it cool off so we can, debone it, deskin it, chop it up, put it in our gumbo. And now it's time for the smoked sausage to go in. All right, let's get that all in there and get that all stirred up and good. I like to get it brown, guys. So, all right, let's go. Get it browned up. Make sure you stir that real good, too. All right, let's go. Now we're browning our sausage, guys. Let's get that going. And then... We moved our chicken over, like I said. We're letting that cool down, all right, so we can debone it and then get it chopped up to get ready to go into the gumbo. All right. Guys, our sausage has been browning. I threw that into the same pan that I browned the chicken in, so lots of oil, and sausage has lots of fat in it, so I switched to a slotted spoon, as you can tell right here, guys, and I'm actually going to take the sausage out and let that strain over here. Just not too much oil. As you know, gumbo already has a lot of oil. It's made with flour and oil, so that's what we're going to do here now is get that sausage moved over and let that oil kind of strain off of there. All right, guys? Let's go ahead and recap now where we're at. All right, so we pan-seared our chicken. We've got chicken thighs, and like I said, I had a couple of chicken breasts. So all my Cajun buddies, don't get mad. I just didn't want those breasts to go to waste. So I'm a chicken thigh guy in my gumbo. So just know that. All right. So then we got the Holy Trinity. You know, you got to have that. That's the crutch of the gumbo. In any good Cajun cooking, you've got to have a good Holy Trinity. You know that. All right, so we got the celery, we've got the onions, we've got the bell peppers, garlic, and then we've got our, we browned our smoked sausage. We're using Beasley Smokehouse today. I explained to you why. Then we browned our chicken. Then we, like I said, I wanted to bake our roux, so just took it out of the oven. It's been in there about an hour, a little bit over an hour. And as you can see, it's that we're beyond the peanut butter color. We get into that chocolate color we're looking for in that roux. All right. So next we're gonna actually put our vegetables into the roux, and I'll show you that coming right up. All right, let's go. At this point, I'm gonna take the skin from the chicken and throw it in our pan that we're gonna make our chicken stock. All right, so I'm using about 32 ounces of chicken stock, and we'll let that simmer, and that'll be our, like I said, our stock for our gumbo. All right, guys, there we go. Very good. I'm not going now. Oh, all right, guys. Sorry, I had a little bit of a malfunction as I was recording. So what I've done is I've taken and I've thrown the vegetables in our roux that was smoking hot and ready, our baked roux, and I threw the celery, the bell peppers, and the onions in here. We're going to sweat that out for 4 or 5 minutes. Keep stirring, stirring. Do not throw your garlic in at this point, as garlic will burn. All right, so we're going to do that. We'll just keep this stirring for about 4 or 5 minutes, like I said. All right, guys? Sweat those vegetables. Let's go. Now, we deboned our chicken, so what I want to do now is take these, the bones of the chicken and throw in our chicken broth right there. All right, let's get that in there. That's all goodness right there. That's some real goodness. We're going to get some flavor on our stock, all right, guys? Really good flavor. All right, and keep stirring that. Keep an eye on it. All right, let's go. Guys, now we've been sweating our vegetables. The onions are translucent and we're ready. So throw in your garlic now, all right, guys? Yeah. Start it in real good. Okay. Start it in real good. Then we're going to come back and add our chicken stock. All right. Now, guys, I'm actually just going to, now that our stock is ready, I'm actually just going to strain our chicken stock directly into my roux. All right. At this point, we've strained our chicken broth in there, and now I'm going to add a couple of bay leaves. Stir that up real good. As you can see, get it good. Stir it up really good. We're just going to get this to a point of like a burbling, and then cover it and let it simmer, guys. All right, here we go. At this point, as you can see, we get into a little burbling there, and I'm going to add the smoked sausage. One of the things I was going to tell you earlier when I was talking about the sausage is that I would prefer a good andouille sausage, but again, like I said, I was at HEB and they just don't really have anything that, good andouille sausage. I'd prefer to go to, Smokehouse and get that real good andouille. So I went with the Beasley Smokehouse sausage. So it's pretty good, like I said, but again, use your favorite sausage. Now we're going to turn this heat down. And then we're going to let this cook for a couple hours now and just simmer. And just keep an eye, stir, and keep an eye on it. All right.